this is Cynthia of Day Trade Forex, and in this video I'm doing a review of a new trading system called Dynamic Trend Trader, and it was created by a trading friend of mine that I've known for several years, and I know that he creates very good products, but I think that this is the best one he's ever created, and I like it for its simplicity, and I think that for ease of trading without a lot of indicators on your chart, those of you who like a clean, simple, uncluttered chart, you're going to absolutely love this. And I like it just the way it is. However, in a little further in this video, I'm going to show you how I tweak the default template just a little bit. But first I'm going to show you what the red bars and the blue bars and dots what they represent and how to use them. He does go over this if you purchase it. He does go over this in a training video, but I just thought that I would give you an introduction to it. So first of all, the long blue bars are support and the long red bars are resistance, and these actually work just like supply and demand zones, which I like to use because it's how the big boy traders trade, and this template allows you to trade the way that they do. Now I have all of my charts in 30-minute, and these are my favorite trading instruments, and if your broker offers you any of these indices or gold, or this is Brent crude oil, then you can add these to your trading charts that you like to use. But all of these I can trade in any trading session, whether it's Asian, Frankfurt, London, or New York. And I like on a 30-minute chart. However, you can use this trading system on any time frame you like, whether you like to scalp on 5-minute or 15-minute, or day trade on 30-minute, 1 hour, or swing trade on 4-hour or daily. It works for any time frame that you like, any trading instrument or currency pair that you like. And to go back to the default template, this is the blue lines are your support, the red lines are your resistance, and then you see you have these blue dots. These are how you trail your price. So you can come in here depending on the time frame you're using, and as often as you can just move your stop loss from one dot to another. And this is a really simple way to manage your trades while they're open, and if you get stopped out at any point, you're likely going to have a nice gain. And so the blue dots are your trail for a buy trade, and the red dots are your trail for a sell trade. And then you have the yellow dots that are your exit points. So if you had entered down here, and you can see this dashed blue line, this is your trend. So you do have the trend line. So down here, price had hit support, and the trend line had changed from red to blue. Anywhere in here you could have entered your buy trade, and your first exit would be when the yellow dot appears, and you can exit your full lot size, or you can exit a partial lot size. So you could exit half of your trade, leave the other half open to run, and then when you see it hit the next yellow dot, you can take a full exit at that point if you care to. However, at this point, price is still pretty open on the buy trade, and because the trend line is so far away from the price, you could have actually just exited maybe just another partial exit and left the trade open. However, if you're moving your stop loss as you go every 30 minutes or every couple hours, whatever you can manage when you come and check on your trade, this would have been your last stop loss move. And at this point, when price reversed, the overhead resistance line showed up and the trend line changed to red. That's where you would have been stopped out, and that's just fine. It's very close to where you could have taken full exit here. You never know how far it's going to go in one direction or another. And at this point, price does reverse. It's bouncing off overhead red resistance. The trend line is changed to red. So you would have taken a sell entry right here, and then the first yellow dot appears where you can take full or partial exit. You could have left half of your trade open. This is where you would have taken another exit, and you still are in the red trend line, and this would have been another exit if you still had part of your trade open. And even though it did retrace here back to the red dashed line, your stop loss would have still been up here. It would have kept you in the trade, and it goes down and retraces and goes down, and anywhere along this point you can enter with another trade. So say you entered here with another sell trade, you could have had multiple sell trades open at the same time. Here's where you could have taken partial profit, and again down here another partial profit. Trade goes sideways into a range, and this is where you would have moved your last stop loss, and then the trend does reverse because the support bar shows up, the trend line changes from red to blue, and anywhere in here you could have entered your buy trade. This is more support here, and this yellow dot would have been your first exit for full or partial lot size exit, and then you have some more exit yellow dots, but the trend is still up. But here is where the trend actually changes, even though it whipsaws a little bit in here. But after a long climb like this is several 30-minute bars, it's normal for price to go into a sideways range. You have to expect that, and then it whipsaws a little bit, but then you have another trend reversal here. So even though trend changed several times right in here, this would have been another sell entry at this point, anywhere at this point. And so price just goes on and on, up and down, and this gives you some kind of visual roadmap signals or signs for you to follow. But because there's so few indicators and what you have is so easy to use, that this is a very simple trading system to learn. So I think it's really very special for newbies just starting out. But of course, with the support and resistance, trading off of supply and demand, with the reversal trades, more advanced traders are going to know and to appreciate the reversal of the trend and not be afraid. So I really think that this system is designed for simplicity of use for whether you're a newbie or intermediate or advanced trader. Now this is the default template, so this is exactly how it comes. Of course I typed this in, and I'm going to show you a couple of tweaks that I did to the template because I like color coding and I like to change my bar lines to candlesticks. So I'm going to show you how I did that. This is just the pound yen. Here's the pound New Zealand. And on this chart, this is where I changed the bar lines to color candlesticks, and I also added period separator. So I'm going to show you how I did all of that on the next chart, because I think this, for me anyway, this makes the trend more easily viewed, and the whole default template is a little easier to use. I also zoomed out just one time, so I'm going to show you how I made all of the changes. So I'm going to go to the next chart. Again, this is the default template. So the very first thing that I do is go here and zoom in, and that way it opens up everything just a little bit. One other thing that you can do to make your, if you're going to have a lot of charts open, you need to manage your MT4 a little bit. So this is what I recommend for every trader to do if they're keeping a lot of charts open. Go to Tools, Options, and go to, well, you want to enable one-click trading. That has to be enabled. And then go to Charts and change the max bars and histories to 5,000. Do that for the max bars in your chart. Do that. All of these need to be checked just like I show you. If you want to save your deleted charts to reopen later, you can check that. Expert advisors, this is how the expert advisors boxes need to be checked so that everything works the way it's supposed to. So now we have, under tools, we have the MT4 platform optimized for best use so that it doesn't become sluggish or non-responsive. That's very important. Now I'm going to show you how to change your bar lines from a bar chart to a candlestick chart. So you right mouse click on your chart, go to properties, and look at common, change your bar chart to candlestick, show the ask line, show period separators, and that's really all you need to do there. And then here under the colors tab, your bar up, bar down, well, bar down being lime green, I would set that to red. And the bull candle is the same as the bar up, so change that and make it the same as your bar up. So bull candle and bar up should both be lime, or you can make whatever colors you like. I'm just showing you how to change the colors so that the candlesticks make some sense. And then the bear candle is the same as the bar down, so change your bear candle to red. And then these things don't really matter. Ask line I like to be white or yellow, and then just click OK. And now you have a chart that makes a little bit more sense, I think, anyway. 5 p.m. is when the new trading day starts, so this period separator is what shows you the dashed vertical line for 5 p.m. Eastern. I try not to stay in trades around 5 p.m. Eastern because the rollover can become expensive, which means you're charged for your position. Sometimes you're charged, sometimes you're credited, but also spreads can really increase a lot depending on your broker, and sometimes you can even get stopped out if the spreads increase too much. There are certain brokers who really increase their spreads more at rollover time than other brokers, so that's very important. I don't care what the spreads are during trading time, but I really care how big the spreads get at rollover time at 5 p.m. Eastern. So I'm always out of my trades before 5 p.m. Eastern, and then I always wait at least an hour after 5 p.m. Eastern before I contemplate taking a new trade. So this is how you save your chart for applying to all of your other charts. So you go to your toolbar, and this is your template icon, so just click it to open, click save, and I've already created, so I'm going to overwrite it. And now this template is saved, and I can go to any of my other charts and just apply the template. Now this is taking a really nice clean default template, but just adding the period separator, and you've changed your bar chart to a candlestick chart. And really, I think that's all you need to do to make this a little more user-friendly. And aside from that, it's just a nice, clean, simple chart, and it's a nice, simple trading system, and I really like it very much. So that's why I made this review video of it, and I highly encourage you to pick it up if you'd like a clean, simple, uncluttered chart without a lot of indicators. But it does give you support and resistance and the trend line, and most important, your exit point. So I really like that it shows you easily how and when to enter, and also when to exit. And if you get good at taking partial profits and leaving your trade open for the next yellow exit dot, that's a really smart thing to do. You should really practice doing that. So that's about it for this review video. I hope that you liked it, picked up a few tips and tricks along the way. And if you want to purchase this new trading system, just go ahead and open the description box below the video, and there's a link there for you to purchase. It's at a really fair price. It's not expensive. I highly recommend that you purchase it. because you never know when trading systems get more popular in the future. The vendor usually raises the price, so I think right now is at a really reasonable price. It's not expensive at all, just definitely well worth it. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you go ahead and give this trading system a try. It does come with the 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no reason for you to not try it. And you can re-watch this video if you want to change your default template and just enhance it just a tiny bit. And it's possible that the vendor might see my video and go ahead and do this and make these little bit of changes as part of his default template. So if he does that in the future, I think that's great. You won't have to do the things that I did to make it what I think is just a little bit more user friendly for me anyway, because I'm used to color coded trading. But all in all, I think that for any type of trader, whether you're a newbie or intermediate or advanced, I think that if you like simplicity, you're absolutely going to love this. I can find nothing wrong with the indicators that he's used. In fact, there's a few that I really like, and that includes the yellow exit dot. I just think that is so smart, and I really like that. So thanks again for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this trading system.